Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. By yourself?
We are well, alhamdulillah. I'm here with my staff and my
Assalamu
colleague,
alaikum.
Brother
Walaikum
Shafi.
salam.
Assalamualaikum, Good to see you, Mr. Muhib. How's it going, sir?
Good to see you.
Good to have you here.
Good to see you, mashallah.
Alhamdulillah.
Okay, I think we're ready to get started, guys. Good evening, assalamu alaikum, and welcome to our youth empowerment training. It's lovely to be here with all of you guys today. As we all know, the vaccine for the coronavirus has been shown to be effective and helpful in ending this pandemic. As this pandemic ends, we will see many school districts across the country opening up their schools to welcome children back. However, there's one issue that will come with kids returning to school, and that's the issue of bullying. Bullying is the intimidation, physical and mental harm and harassment that someone imposes on a typically more vulnerable students. Bullying can have serious consequences if it's not dealt with in a timely manner. Consequences of repeated bullying can lead to severe mental health issues, yet it impacts 1 in 5 children in the United States. However, it affects Muslim children even more, as 55% of Muslim students in the state of California surveyed reported they have been bullied. During this webinar, we're going to go over what you can do if you witness bullying, how to de-escalate a confrontation with a bully, and how to defend yourself if you're ever face-to-face with a bully in the school place. Today we have wonderful panelists, including Kabir Amani, head instructor at Eagle Martial Arts. Kabir has been doing martial arts for 12 to 13 years, and he has his own studio in Mechanicsville, Pennsylvania. We also have Mohib Rahman and Aisha Akhtar. They're black belt instructors from Aqaba Karate. They're married and have been doing martial arts for almost 10 years, and they serve the College Park area. Welcome, Mohib and Kabir.
Thank you, guys.
Glad to be here. Jazakallah khair for the introduction. Just want to quickly say my wife is not feeling well, so she is going to be sitting out on this seminar.
Okay, no problem, inshallah.
But I'm here, inshallah. So I'll be here to support Kabir. And inshallah, Kabir will be doing a bulk of the work since he's very familiar with doing this type of seminar. So inshallah, I'm here to inshallah towards the end. Or if Kabir has any kind of things he wants to ask, or I can inshallah interject. But it's Kabir's show, inshallah.
Okay, inshallah, let's get right into it. Kabir, we'll begin with you.
Awesome, inshallah. It's Habib's show, by the way, with your t-shirt, Brother Mohib. But thank you, Kabir's show for today. So, guys, welcome. Hopefully, when the people that watch this get to benefit from what we talk about and learn some physical self-defense and what is bullying, how to avoid it, and some stats that can really help out, inshallah, the community, the parents, and the kids, of course. Okay. So I'm here with Instructor Shafi real quick. Now, since there'll be a little quick demonstration of how some of the things to do when you guys are getting bullied that will protect you, just basic training. That way, when you guys watch this, you guys know what to do and you guys get a little physical workout also. Then after that, we'll go over some stats very quickly, briefly with my staff on some of the things that are important to know and some of the ways to avoid bullying and avoid being a victim of bullying, okay? Then Brother Mohib, if you want to take over after that and just talk about the spiritual side of it, of just adding our deen into the bullying and how to use that when it comes to the confidence, that'll be amazing.
Yes, inshallah.
All right, so,
Brother Kabir, before you start, can I tell everybody, the audience who will be inshallah watching this, because this will be recorded and sent to many homes. So I just want to let everyone know, when you're watching this, to please stand up, because it gives you more energy. You don't want to be sitting down and watching this. You know, this is something where we are trying to empower people, and the moment you stand up, you automatically feel the energy rushing through you. So you don't want to sit through the seminar. I'm standing. I'm going to stand the whole time.
Yes, absolutely. That's a good idea. And let's do it. So guys, real quick, I'm going to demonstrate some of the things with Brother Shafi. Okay. But if you're watching this, and even Brother Zaif, if you want to join, I know you're not dressed to perform, but hey, you can be bullied anytime. So if you guys want to try this with us, absolutely do it, because it's going to help you guys out. Okay. So one of the things that we call is a sparring stance. We're just going to learn some martial arts just a little bit, because that itself is going to give you the confidence to just be able to protect yourself. You don't even have to use your martial arts, just the things that martial art teaches you. And I'm sure Brother Mohib can agree with that, of just everything that martial art does for a person. Okay. He doesn't look 50, by the way. Brother Mohib, I don't know how you're 50. part of the conference. Bro. So guys, if you can have any leg in the front, but in this case, since we're opposite, we'll have our right leg in the front. For you guys, it'll be left, okay? Since if you guys are facing us. So we're gonna keep our hands up, elbows in, okay? And we're gonna keep our chin down just a little bit. Now, we're gonna do a little bit of practice where we just punch, okay? And we'll tell you how we can use our punch, then open our palm for protection also. Because we don't wanna really hurt anybody, but our goal is to protect yourself at the end of the night. So I want you guys to make a fist and bring your thumb right at the end. So you're gonna roll your fingers in and then your thumb right under those knuckles all the way actually in here, okay? So we don't wanna leave our thumbs out, okay? So watch from here. Well, let's start with our jab cross real quick and we'll tell you how to transition to our bullying seminar today. So when I say one, we're gonna throw our jab here, which is our left hand, in this case, your left hand, and then right after our right hand. So all I'm doing is I'm pointing with my knuckles. I bring one here, other hand's protecting my face and my body at the same time, and then I switch, okay? So this is your basic punches. Let's do it together. And when you guys are watching this, get pumped up. We're gonna have an awesome seminar, okay? Ready? So hands up.
That's right.
Ready? And go. 1, 2. Good. Ready? Go. 1, 2. See, brother Jose for joining. I like that. Ready? Go. Pop, pop. There we go. So watch how we go all the way, reaching. We're using our shoulder, and this will get your blood pumped up because we want to have an awesome seminar. Let's try it again. Go. Pop, pop. One more.
Yes, sir.
Okay. There we go. So now watch, guys. This time, we're going to go over how to use that and open our arm, right? In bullying situation, our goal is to protect ourselves, not hurt the bully. If that means I have to protect myself by pushing the bully away, by using physical, right? If I'm attacking, right? I don't want to hurt the person. They're hurting me. I don't want to do the same. But however, it is my goal. It is my right to protect myself, right? So instead of a punch, right? That hurts a lot, right? Sir Shafi, yes. He just fought. So he knows how to take a punch or hit back, but it hurts a lot. So when we do it, let's try it this time again. Same leg in the front, and then we'll demonstrate. This time, open your hands like you're punching the person, this time with the palm. This is a lot safer, and it's the right way to do it because we want to hurt them, but we want to keep them away from us. Okay, let's try it again. So this time, watch. I'm using right over here, close to my wrist. It's very strong. It joins my forearm all the way to my arm together. We're going to push, and bring it back. Okay, so watch. Just from here, very simple. Ready, go. 1, 2. Ready, go. 1, 2. Ready, go. Watch, I'm using my shoulder all the way. Push. Ready, go. 1, 2. Good. This is a very safe strike. This will not hurt the person. However, I can keep him away. Okay, so watch from here. If I want to go 1, 2, boom, boom. And it's very simple, but there's a lot that goes behind it. Now watch what we do this time. There's another one called the push. Let's try this 5 times because I want you guys to show everything first and then we'll try it. It'll make sense. So hands up here. Watch. When I say go, just step and just push. Boom. It's like the Goku push. Okay, but this is actually works. So watch from here. We're going to use our palm. Just push back. Ready, go. 1, 2. Good. Ready, go again. Okay, time. Okay, so that makes sense. Now that's one of the push that we'll use today because it's better than hurting somebody. This will not hurt someone, but they'll be away from you when you push them back. So now next one, we call this hold the cell phone. Imagine those backs, the big cell phones or telephones back in Brother Muhib's times. I'm just kidding, Brother Muhib. You're not that old, okay? But we're going to use our block. So watch how we block a punch, a haymaker. So we bring our hand here, I'm grabbing the back of my head, and I'm blocking close to my face. That's called a shield block, okay? So here, 2 of them goes like this, okay? When I block, so let's do it together. Watch, when we block, guys, we bring our elbows in, and I'm still looking up, okay? I don't want to close my eyes and block because then you guys can the bully can hit you with a lot of things. Watch, I go right over here as they're attacking with the haymaker. When you don't know martial arts, a lot of bullies, right? They just throw these wild punches, we call them. Yeah. They just want to hurt you, right? They don't know how to throw proper jab crosses like Habib does in this case, right? So watch what it does. And then Sir Shafi, he's going to throw those wild punches. And parents, if you're there, you watch this, please practice this, right? You guys are literally the biggest influence in their life. So please make sure you guys practice this and give them the confidence that they can protect themselves, whether it's physical or verbal, okay? Watch. From here, Sir Shafi, he doesn't know martial arts. That the belt is fake, right? He's throwing those wild punches at me, and he's a really mean guy. When he throws those punches, if I'm in a punch position, right, watch. Right away, I shield up here, and I keep my eyes on him. And watch what I do right after with a push. Ready? So throw those punches. Go. Watch. I'm blocking, right? I don't want to stay here too long. I'm going to get hurt. So watch. I'm pushing back. That's very simple, but it's very effective. When I do the push, I get
excellent.
here, so that way he doesn't reach more, and then I push all the way back. Now there's also, remember, the push. These are some basic things that we work at when we work with a lot of schools around in Mechanicsburg, Central PA area. So now here's the next part. He throws those wild punches. I'm gonna go with my jab cross palm strike. So I go 1, 2, and then I go push kick right after. See how he's out of the screen? We want him out of the screen because we don't want him to get in trouble. I mean, we don't want to keep getting bullied by this guy. So come back a little bit more. We'll go slow motion. He's throwing those punches. 1. I get close to the person. I throw my 1, 2. My hands are up. I use my back leg. I pick it up. I use the ball of my foot, the bottom part of my foot, and I just push the bully away, right? Now, there's strong kicks. I can go leg kick here. I can go to the face. None of those are needed when we're protecting ourselves from a bully. Because remember, our goal is not to hurt the person, but to protect ourselves. And when you think about it that way, our goal is to keep that person away using the safe way to push them back, safe way to strike back without him getting hurt, right? However, we need to let them know that we can protect ourselves. So those are some basics. So let's try the push kick together since you guys are here too, okay? So put one leg in the front, use the back leg. So keep your hands up here. You always want to keep your hands up. Imagine somebody's about to attack you. Hands are up to protect, right? And don't be loose here. Keep it strong. Watch. We just use the back leg. We pick up our knee and we push back. Ready? So imagine they're coming at you. They're attacking with the ball punches. You boom, boom, and push. Let's try the push kick. Ready? Go. Good. Ready? Go again. You bring that knee up, use the ball of the foot, and you push him back. One more time. Go. Good. Now let's add this. They're throwing those wild punches. We're going to block first. 1, 2, and then the push kick. So simple. If Brother Mohib gets it, then we all got it, okay? Because he's doing it live with us. This is awesome. Ready? Okay, let's try it. They're throwing the wild punches. Okay, everybody block 1. Okay, right, watch. One blocking, look where we're looking. We're looking at the person that's attacking us, right? Or hurting us. We go 1, 2, push, using the palm, and then do a push kick. Boom. Good. Ready? Let's try it again. One more time. Ready? So shield block, push, and push kick. Good. So there's a lot of techniques we just worked on. We broke it down, then we added together. Guys, those are just basic techniques to keep them away. There's another we're going to go over, and then we'll go over some stats. And Brother Mohib, you can take over, okay? Now, Brother Mohib, we should know this one. This is called a technical get up, a lot used in jiu-jitsu or ground defense on how to get up properly, okay? So from here, we'll go down. Sir Shaf, you want to go over self-defense?
Yes, sir.
Oh, technical get up?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we'll go over how to do a technical get up when you're on your back and there's a person attacking you, right?
Yes.
And they're attacking you here, how to get up safely from this position, okay?
Awesome.
So go ahead, Sir Shafi.
Okay, guys. So first step, we have gravity working against us. He's obviously standing. I'm on the ground. He can throw all these haymakers, and there's nothing I can do to defend, okay? So what I'm going to do is, my goal is to get up. I'm going to go right here. I'm going to go on one of my hips. I'm going to go on my elbow, post up on my elbow. So these are called frames. I have one frame here. I have another on my hip. And I'll create more frames that you guys will see, okay? Now, I'm going to post up. I'm going to get all the way up on my hand. I'm going to stand. I can even kick right here. I don't need to. I'm still blocking for those haymakers, and I come all the way up on my feet. My knees never touch the ground, okay? So this is the improper way to do it. Just running away, turning our back.
Yeah.
That's the number one rule not to do. When you're getting bullied or you're on the ground, never turn your back, okay? So right here, he's coming, he's throwing haymakers. I can use those same blocks. Leave me alone, stay back. If none of those work, I go on my elbow, I post up, I can kick, block, come back up, stay back. And that's the most common way we find ourselves on the ground against a bully. Just
awesome.
Throwing haymakers at us. And that's called the technical get up.
Awesome. So guys, there's like 100 ways to protect yourself from the ground, right?
Yeah.
But we're going to go over the technical get up together again. So let's try all sit down. And if you're watching this, parents, you can try it too. Be the best example for your parent. For your child. Okay. So watch from here. Our hands are up. I want you guys to go one hand to the side. Now watch, as I'm doing this, our goal is to look at the camera the whole time. So when you're doing this, watching this, look at us doing it. Never give your back to us, because that means the moment you cannot see the person in front of you, they could attack you. They could hurt the back of your head. Dangerous. They could take your back if they're no jiu-jitsu wrestling. So watch from here. One hand up. This hand signifies that I can protect myself. If I need to block my head, I can shield block, right? So this is the block. Now I want you guys to try to balance yourself on the opposite leg and opposite hand. Okay, now let's do a push kick. We're literally hitting him in the stomach, the knee, the ankle, in this case, just to keep him away. And watch, I put the leg back, this hand's still up, and then I stand up. Good. And remember, in bullying, when you want to protect yourself, one of the biggest things bullies, they don't love is other people's confidence. If you have good confidence, they will not pick on you. Use your voice. When you get up, stay back, loud. I don't want trouble. Or fire, fire, if you want to get other people's attention. Anything to get elders' attention so they can come in. If you're at school, principal and stuff, let them know, hey, stay back. I don't want trouble, so other people can hear you, okay?
Yes.
As important as it is for the physical aspect, use your voice. Show them you're confident, okay? Show them you can protect yourself. They're not going to mess with you. All right, so let's try it again. One more time, and then we'll be done. We'll go over some stats with you guys, okay? From here, hands are up, right? This is called a technical get up. So I go one, other hand up. Imagine they're hitting you, right? They're blocking. You want to do this fast. You get up and balance. You kick with the back leg and watch. You bring that leg back. And I'm looking at you guys the whole time, right? Hands up. And then, guys, if your parents are there, you can practice with them and then yell, stay back. I don't want trouble, loud. So they know not to mess with you. And if there are people or elders around you, they can come in and make sure they help you out, okay? So guys, those are some basic self-defense that we go over. I wish you guys were in our studio with us, with Brother Mohib, working with us all together, because we would go over this, drill it with you guys, so you guys would leave like rock stars, superstars, leaving our studio and feeling confident. But hopefully we get to do that one day, inshallah, when the COVID pandemic is over and we're invited to Maryland or somewhere, okay? But just as important as that is for us, a physical part, let's go over some stats that Instructor Shafi, you can go over, and you can take off your mask. I don't think they'll get COVID.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you guys stay away from us.
Woo!
Just kidding. All right.
I had a beard, but I shaved it. Sorry.
All right. So Instructor Shafi, if you want to go over
He's being a good example.
Yes, exactly.
There we go.
Okay, guys. So here's some of the stats, okay? Some of these you won't believe, okay? They're a little crazy. You're like, whoa, really? To that extent, okay? So every 7 minutes, a child gets bullied. That's a big one right away, right? Raise your hand if that's kind of shocking. Every 7 minutes. So that means 7 minutes right now, the average 7 minutes, a kid got bullied. They don't even have to be in school, right? They can be outside in the park. They can be walking with parents and parents aren't watching and another kid's bullying them. And some of these, they never tell. It's crazy.
It can also be online. It can be online bullying as well.
So we'll talk more about that as well. And I know you have the cyberbullying in there as well. So I'm excited to hear more about that. 85% of the time, there's no intervention. So I just mentioned that. So that means only 15% of the time, someone gets involved, a parent, a teacher, a fellow classmate. But the rest of it, that huge 85%, no one hears about it. It's crazy. And then each day, 160,000 students miss school due to bullying. Hey, I got bullied before. Believe it or not, everyone has gotten bullied. Instructor, I'm sure you got bullied before.
Absolutely.
Man, it happens all the time. Maybe you don't skip school. It doesn't go to that extent, but maybe you're like, you know what? I don't want to go to this next period. Like this next class, there's a bully in there. I don't like it. It doesn't feel good. I'll just maybe go to the nurse for this next. I've done that before. Go to the nurse, maybe hide away, and then go to the next period. Who's done that? Maybe Huzaifa, maybe? Mr.
I
Mohib?
have never done that, no.
Well, it happens a lot. It's common.
Lucky him.
Yeah, man. Okay. Bullying is the leading factor in suicide among kids.
Huzaifa goes to a safe school.
Yes.
He was a safe.
Yeah, he went to a good school. Okay. Bullying is the leading factor in suicide among kids 11 to 16 years old. This one is a big one. That's very sad. That fact is crazy. Who agrees? That's a very, wow, like suicide is no joke, guys. And bullying is one of the simpler ways, the simpler things that we can stop. And it has such a big effect, like suicide. So we have to do our part to stop that. By age 24, 60% of bullies have been charged with a crime. Whew. That's not surprising, right?
No, if you're a bully, yeah.
Exactly. And especially if you're not taught the right way after you bully, hey, like don't bully again, don't do this. And it just goes nonstop. And there's no intervention. This leads back to the 85% where there's no intervention, right? No one notices it. You know what? I can get away with this. And then they do it in their adult life. And then boom, they're committing crimes. But this time there's phone calls, there's police involved, and that's where crime comes in.
34%, 1 out of 3 of all children report being bullied regularly several times a day. So 1 out of 3 kids report it a day. So they go to the principal, they go to the teacher, they go to parents, and they report it. And they say, you know what, this happened. Maybe there's no action taken, but it's at least reported. So that number needs to go higher in the future. Do you guys agree? Teaching our kids to actually go to a parent, go to a teacher, go to everything. Yeah, because we have kids that come in here. Oh, we came in here because we got bullied. Literally, we've had siblings bullying each other, or like cousins bullying each other. So it's very common, and that's the reason why kids come to martial arts. 86% of children aged 12 to 15 report bullying has interfered with their studies moderately or severely. So 86% have said, man, this has affected my education. You know what? I can't concentrate in school. I'm constantly looking over my shoulder for that bully. I'm not doing my work properly. I'm kind of scared. Maybe they even pick on you for doing your work, right? Who's had that happen? I've seen it happen. Not to me, because I never did my work, but I'm just kidding. But that happens a lot, guys, okay? Where a smarter kid is picked on because they do their work, and then they stop doing their work because now they don't want to get picked on, right? It's a common theme. We see it on TV too, a lot.
Absolutely.
Awesome. So that's some of the stats we had.
All right, guys. So those stats are, please, if you guys want it, we can definitely have those stats available for you guys, because I want parents and kids to see those stats, and we need to do something about it as a community. So I'm glad that Brother Zaifa, the CAIR community, Brother Muhib has put something absolutely incredible, because people need to know what's going on and how we can do our part to help out. Okay. Now, as Brother Muhib said, there are different ways that people get bullied, right? Now, there are 4 ways that we're going to talk about. One is the verbal bullying. So it's a bully that uses name calling, teasing, and making fun of other people to verbally hurt them, using your mouth, right? Using your words. There's also the physical bully. A physical bully is that uses their physicality to hurt others by hitting, pushing, grabbing, shaking, spitting, knocking down, or tripping. This includes taking and ruining other people's belongings, right? There's a famous thing about taking someone's lunch, right? But that actually happens. Yeah. Even though we joke about it, this is something that people go through. There's also the social bully. A social bully is someone that uses lying and spreading rumors about people to make others feel bad. They give others mean looks, gestures, and they leave people out on purpose or ignore them as a way of hurting them. So the social bully literally uses lies, spreads rumors, and this is so common in a lot of communities, even in adults. Yeah, not just kids. This is even common in adults, and that's something that happens also.
The older you get for that one, right? Yeah, high school.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we also have the cyberbullying that Brother Muhib mentioned. Cyberbullying is probably all-time high right now because everybody's stuck home for the past year. A bully that hurts others by spreading rumors, sending threats, sending pictures, or making fun of others throughout the internet or over the phone. Especially the internet. So those are the kind of bullying that happens. And then there's different ways to avoid it. Now, how to handle a situation, a bullying situation. The first time, if you guys are getting bullied, and parents, it's okay for a child to ignore the bully, right? Ignore the bully the first time. If this happens the second time, let them know, tell them to stop. You must your voice and you tell them, hey, I don't want trouble. Please stay away from me. Right? What do you want from me? You know, whatever you have to say. Third time, report it. If this happens a third time, it's getting severe, report it to the parents, to the principals. If they're at school, make sure that the parents, you guys talk to your kids about this. Let them know that they're allowed to report it to you if something happens. Sometimes we get, as a parent, people are so mean on their kids or so tough that they're afraid to go to the parent and let them know. So please go and report them. Now, the fourth time is prepare to stop it. What that means, the fourth time, is being able to use your self-defense, the martial arts you've learned, or the self-defense you've learned to stop it. Again, our goal at the end, when we use our physical ability to stop the bullying, is not to hurt other people rather than to protect ourselves. And I want the parents to know that very well. We have to teach the kids how to protect themselves by using martial arts, by using the kicks and punches, not to hurt the bully, but to protect ourselves at the end of the day. We cannot have our child get bullied over and over and over again. So please have that talk with your child and see what's the best option, okay? So guys, those are what we have. Remember, there's the zero tolerance policy we have at the school that you cannot hit back whatsoever. So, and you get in trouble. So please talk to see what your counseling or your education or the school district you go to talks about that, and make sure you do your part to educate your child also. Okay. So guys, those are what I have with my team, Instructor Shafi. If you have any questions, let us know. Brother Zef, if you want to add anything at the end, after Brother Muhib, who will just take over. Brother Muhib, if you missed anything, you can also cover that too.
All right, thank you, Kabir and Shafi. Those are some definitely the really interesting moves. Definitely got my blood pumping.
Awesome.
And really interesting statistics. I actually didn't know that. But yeah, now we can take it to Mohib, who can explain the spiritual side of self-defense. And if you also want to add something to Kabir's part, feel free to.
Yes, thank you very much, Brother Kabir. That was excellent. You covered some very, very important points. And before we go into the spiritual side of self-defense, I wanted to kind of reiterate the fact that he mentioned that it is very important to take this type of training seriously, because you can see a move here and there on this video and other videos, but for them to come in handy for yourself, it needs to be repeated. It needs to have consistent repetition of these drills. And that's why it's very important to, I would encourage anyone, wherever you are, look up your nearest martial arts school, self-defense school, enroll. I'm talking to the parents and the children. Enroll the adults, enroll yourself, and take your little ones with you. Because as Instructor Kabir mentioned, bullies tend to go towards people who they think can. So a lot of the times it's a mental game. If they see someone who looks like I can push around this person, they will go to that person. If someone is exuding negative energy, is giving off negative type of energy, or looks like he's scared by his posture, his body language, they will go towards that person. Everyone I know who is training martial arts or even does a lot of athletics, because athletics makes your body strong. Your body language is different. Bullies don't tend to go towards a person who they think is strong, because they want to overpower that person. So they don't want resistance, right? They want to go where they can have least resistance. And that's why it's so important to train. And subhanallah, when people train, they're physically, they get stronger. Mentally too, they change inside. And that shows in how they talk, that shows in how they walk, that shows in their interactions. And you never know, they might even be able to make a friend out of a bully, because bullies will not bother people, who they know that they cannot overpower. So now, talking about empowerment, coming to the part of to the fact that we're all Muslims, right? And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is our creator and protector, right? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala even says in the Quran in many places, call upon me and I will help you. Call upon me and I will protect you. And we should, as parents, as adults, as guardians, we should really take that to heart and teach it to us that Allah, no matter what happens on the other side, if Allah is on our side, then that is the equation already, the scale is heavier on this end, right? So if Allah has your back, it doesn't matter how many people you're facing, right? So, what I tell my students, pray your salah on time. Pray 5 times salah. Recite Ayatul Kursi. Recite the Qul Huwallahu Ahad and Surah Nas, Surah Falaq. These are all gifts from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help protect you because there is a harm can come from people, harm can come from shaitan. So we should take this part of the deen very, very seriously. So again, I even tell people hey, if you miss Fajr, don't expect to have a good day, right? Because the barakah of our day starts at Fajr. Muslims have a gift in the morning. So you get up on time for Fajr, inshallah, the rest of your day will go smoothly. And to my young brothers and sisters, know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is always on your side, okay? Even for you to be able to do the things, to even speak out and to report it to others needs confidence, right? And sometimes that confidence can be cultivated in a training area where it's safe. The people are safe, your peers will be safe, your instructors will be there to help you. So inshallah, I hope you join. And inshallah, if you're in my area or Instructor Kabir's area, I'm in College Park, Maryland. Al Huda School, Dar es Salaam, that is our host. Aqaba Karate is the program within Dar es Salaam. Alhamdulillah, we have been operating for 20 years. And many, I've had the pleasure of seeing a lot of young children grow up as adults on our training floor. Mashallah, they are very confident and doing very amazing things. If you happen to be in Mechanicsville near Brother Kabir's place, look him up. He's an amazing instructor and his staff is excellent. I've been there. I've seen what they can do, and alhamdulillah, that school is gifted. So from my end, that's about it. Are there any questions, Brother Hudayfa? Has anyone sent anything?
Yes. So
any questions for us?
We do have one question. The question is, what can kids do to help when they see someone being bullied?
Oh, it was a very good question. Brother Kabir, do you wanna address that?
Yeah.
Before I say anything,
I'll go over real quick. That's a great point. So if a child sees another child being bullied, they must report it. First of all, we suggest if somebody that knows about bullying, how it works, we suggest you interfere. That means you don't have to go and push the bully away, use your physical ability, but you need to go out there and stand up for that person. Because remember, as Brother Mohib said, if bullies see confidence, if bullies sees great posture, body language, somebody comes in to protect you, bullies will step away, right? They are looking for people that have no confidence. So when somebody that sees what's happening, have the ability to go and do it, right? But if you can't do it, please report it and let other people know. Because Instructor Shafi mentioned in the beginning, some people don't say anything about it, right? They get bullied, they keep it within their heart. Why is the suicide rate so up for teenagers and young kids in the United States? This is the stats we're talking about in the United States. We live here, we're part of the community. So please report it. Parents, that's a great question. Whoever asked that, yes, they must report it. They must stand up for their friend or whoever it is, okay? So Brother Mohib, if you want to add anything, but that's what I wanted to say.
Again, going back to the point stressed earlier in the seminar, is confidence comes from knowing. The more you know, knowledge gives you confidence. So all these techniques that we train in day out, right? We train ourselves to be comfortable in uncomfortable situations, and that's where true confidence comes in. So even for someone to interject, to interfere, to stand up for somebody, right? You need that confidence, and that comes from knowing what you can and cannot do. All of us, Brother Kabir, myself, we know like training does not make you invincible, right? But knowledge still gives you empowerment. It's better to know something than not knowing anything at all. So inshallah, I hope we were able to answer the question about intervention.
All right, thank you, Brother Kabir and Brother Mohib. We also have a couple more questions. How can children build the confidence to stand up to bullies?
Brother Mohib, you want to go first?
Okay. Again, it might sound like we are repeating ourselves, but knowledge helps and training helps. When you do, even forget martial arts, if you're into athletics, right, and you do a lot like track and field, basketball, football, you do this on a regular basis, and your body physically you're getting stronger and stuff, you will start to see it changes you mentally as well, right? And when you start to exude that type of energy, physical and mental, bullies won't be picking on you. And inshallah, if we take the steps that Instructor Kabir and Instructor Ahmed showed us, inshallah, those will be added arsenal on our end, added tools that we can use, inshallah, to stand up to bullies.
Absolutely.
Brother Kabir, you want to say anything?
Yeah, I just want to add to that real quick. It's not just physical, as he said, and we don't take pride in just using teaching martial arts for physical reasons, right? People come in, parents, and this for the parents that are listening to this, you'll relate to this. Parents come in to here, says, hey, I don't care what you teach my child when it comes to martial arts. I don't care what style it is. My child's getting bullied. My child's going through these crazy things. Please help them mentally be a stronger person. Please help them to be able to look at people's eyes and have conversation. We don't always get people that come in that want to learn to be the next Bruce Lee, but we get 99% of our parents come in here because their child's going through something and they want us to be the mentors and the instructors like we are to help their child be better. And that's why we train, by the way. We don't just train martial arts, physical aspect of it, our mental training, just like Brother Mohib said, we talk about the mental aspect of it and why we should carry certain obligation of the way we carry ourselves, the kind of person we should be in our community in order for the kids to be able to follow. Because remember, it's not about just the physical. Just because I can kick and punch and look cool does not make me bully proof. I need to have the mental side, like Brother Mohib said. I need to have the knowledge of why, the purpose of it. And that's when you build strong people, right? That's why martial art doesn't matter. It's about the kind of coaches you have in your life. So parents, please, if you're watching this, try to search and make sure there's the right people, but try to search a martial arts school near you. Go and see if it's the right vibe. It's the right people that you really think that they can teach your child something better. Go and enroll them and see the difference. I have kids that really we're a young school, and Brother Muhib, I'm sure you can agree, because we have seen this, especially in the community where we teach all different religions. We've saved people literally from suicide. We have suicidal kids, and this is crazy for us, to see it. So it's so important. So Brother Muhib, you said it well there.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
All right, thanks guys for the answer to that question. I think that was definitely a very important question, but also we have one last question. I think this question is very important as well. What can parents do to support their children in schools where when they're facing issues like these, especially when they feel helpless?
Go ahead, Brother Muhib.
Okay. What I stress on parents, and this goes for not just school, but even ones who have enrolled their children in my martial arts classes. I tell parents, if you want to see your child successful, take an active interest in what they're doing in their daily lives, right? Not just like demand things, but take a part, take interest in what they're doing, show that you care. If you do that, parents will be, if parents do that, children will be sharing their thoughts, their feelings, their day with them, and there'll be a good rapport, and that child will be successful. In my classes, kids who have enrolled and stayed with me for 20 years are the ones where I've seen parents take an active interest in what the kids are doing, how they're doing. They will come to me and, hey, Brother Muhib, what can I do to improve my kids' participation here? What do you want me to do? If the kid is getting bored, sometimes, a lot of the times, children don't see the benefit of coming to our classes, but I stress on them, look, if this is good, you bring them in. So they supported. They were with me. They brought the kids in, even if they were bored. But today, these kids are different. They're grown. A lot of them are grown now, and they're amazing, mashallah, citizens of our community. So my big advice to parents is, if you, inshallah, would like to see the confidence in them and success in your children, participate. Not just demand. Don't just say, hey, I want to see good grades. And, why did you get a B? Why this and that? Because then the children will tend to close down and shut off. They won't share. If they get bullied, they won't tell you, right? They'll probably say, if I tell my parents, they'll shout at me because I must have done something, right? So again, still be a parent. I'm not saying be a friend. Be a parent, but also be a peer in their lives and see what's going on. So inshallah, they share. Mr. Kabir, do you want to add to that, please?
Oh, real quick. Sometimes we go so long, but I do want to add, sorry. Remember, just like Brother Muhib said, if the parents don't take the responsibility to add knowledge to what they know about child development, right? Because we actually went to Florida not too long ago with our team, and we sit with experts that knows their stuff. And if parents doesn't know what's going on in their kid's life, if they don't have any interest, they don't have the knowledge, or they are not studying or actively searching to see what's going on in a child's brain at a certain age, there's no way you'll have that connection, as Brother Mohib said, and there's no way a child will keep doing something that they love or they think that benefits them, or the parents will not see the benefit. Please, parents, take your time to listen to podcasts if you need to, that are child expert, that are teenager expert, that knows about their things. Please read a book that talks about what a child goes through in their mind. Please go over, talk to them openly, because these are some of the things, especially in the Muslim community, because we teach all different communities. And this has to be said. The Muslim community lacks this part, whether you're a doctor, engineer, or anything, because what we expect our kids to be a certain way. We don't understand what our child's brain is going through, and then we expect them to be a certain way, right? And what that does is just puts pressure, and it breaks a child's confidence and their mental abilities and physical abilities in the long run. So parents, please listen to podcasts, read the books, do your part. As someone who's of a small educator, you're a parent for a reason. So do your part to be there for your child's life by studying and knowing what a child goes through. There's so many podcasts we can go over and tell you guys that will help the parents so much, open their brain, like, oh, this is why my child is acting it this way at the age 14. age 10, right?
Good point.
So please take those consideration. Study about child development, even if it's just a little bit. We're not doctors here, right? We're not going to suggest anything. Alhamdulillah, everybody in the Muslim community successful, but we do know how a child development goes from the age they come with us at a 4-year-old, what we tell the parent or what they should expect, all the way to teenagers and adults. Okay, so please take your time, parents, to do that.
MashaAllah, excellent advice, excellent point.
Thank you.
Very wise.
Very
wise
good
point.
answer. Thank you, Kabir and Muhib. That was the last question, so we are ready to wrap up. I just want to thank you guys. Thank you, Kabir. Thank you, Shafi, and thank you, Muhib, for joining us today and sharing your knowledge of these self-defense techniques. I think it's really important as we're going back into schools for children to learn these techniques, especially in such a polarized environment such as the United States. But yeah, I want to thank you guys for being here, and I want to thank all our participants and people who are going to be watching this later as well. Remember, if you're being bullied or witness to a bully, make sure to tell a trusted adult or avoid the bully. And these self-defense techniques should only be used in a last case resort. But yeah, thank you guys for being here and have a great night.
Thank you, guys.
Jazakallah khair for the opportunity. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.